Hi guys, welcome back to our midweek live analysis with Prince Wonder. Now, as usual on the program, we're going to be looking into the crypto forex market, trying to determine what the market is doing, where it's been, what it's doing, and where it's likely to go from here. Okay, so now last night I sent an analysis on our WhatsApp group, and I said something about Bitcoin, and I said it was probably going to head up a bit from here, right? I did say it was probably going to head up a bit from here, maybe all the way up to 28.5. Now, here's the reason why. Now, we've had a serious drop sell since 26, 29,700, bottomed out at 27.2, and it looks like we're in shape or ripe for a reversal or a small correction. Okay. Now note this: since the market climbed this level in March, yeah, we've barely broken below it. We had a little fake out and we dropped all the way to 26,900 late April, but we didn't really break out, right? So we're retesting this zone now. It's only logical that after this long sell that we should have a little pullback, even if we're still going to see a bearish continuation. Personally, I am bearish on a larger time frame, at the very least, to 26.4, which I don't think is going to hold. I think we're going to drop all the way back down to $23,000 level and possibly even lower on higher time frame. Now, here is the kicker, right? We're consolidating right now around 27 3 to 27,800. And our determining factor is if we can break out of this range. Now, if you noticed on the 1 hour RSI, we've had a series of consecutive lower highs, right? One, two, three, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're still maintaining that lower high trend 8 times so far within the last, what, 2 weeks? 2, 3 weeks, give or take, we'll be maintaining the same lower high trend on the RSI. Now, I am expecting that when we break out of this, it will give the market that necessary push all the way back to 28,500. And from here, we could possibly very well continue our sell-off. Okay, now if this is going to happen for BTC, we probably are going to see a little um correction, the same kind of movement on alternate coins, right? We're going to see the same kind of movement on alternate coins. And as such, you might want to be looking for where to take buy positions, right? Now, if you see this is contentious, but still also at a support consolidating, right? So you look for a buy. ICP, very well the same thing. Also on ICP, we're consolidating at the support, and well, a bullish pullback is in place or very possible, very likely from here. At least on ICP, we should see an 8 to 10% price movement based off of what I'm saying here. 8 to 10% price movement if we do have that uptrend. Solana. Solana still looks like maybe it may drop a little bit. Let's see $20.3. See how the market reacts there. We could be taking a position from there. You can enter at the current price to take profit should be around $22. SL, I think our risk to reward ratio here is decent. Yeah, one ratio 6.3, so that's still fair. AVAX. Okay, looks like AVAX still has a little sell to go before moving up, maybe. Based off of what I've seen on these alternate coins, it looks like BTC might dip a little more. before going up. Slight dip, though nothing serious. I doubt it's going to break out of this range. It's just to get a better entry on these alternate points. Off of some of the ones we looked at, they are not completely bottomed out. There's still a little downside to go before even this short-term uh, pullback that we're talking about, which is not too far-fetched considering we're seeing um, a downtrend on the RSI. So 50/50. All right, so let's take a look at DXY. Now, I've run an analysis on the daily time frame for DXY, weekly and daily time frame for DXY not too long ago. And I explained the significance of this zone where it is right now. And for the last couple of weeks, it has been consolidating here. Okay, so it's very important to note how this plays out. If this pulls up, like I said before, I'm expecting this move up on the DXY. If it happens over the next couple of months, everything trading against the dollar is going to sell. Okay, everything trading against the dollar is going to sell. So we're still in line and in play for that, especially since this week actually started bullish and it's still moving strong. So this could very well be the start of that new trend that we're talking about. But on a smaller time frame, we could see well, at a resistance here. Okay, so on the lower time frame, we see we're at a resistance here. Of course, on the RSI, it doesn't look like we're completely topped out yet, which is pretty much what we're seeing on BTC as well. We're not bottomed out yet. So if BTC starts to move up, this almost certainly is going to move down. So these things play hand in hand. If it doesn't, if it breaks out, we're going to see a movement on the upside for the USD, and BTC is going to sell further. So this actually correlates between BTC and pretty much every pair trading against the US dollar. Okay, so this is the dollar index and it relates to pretty much everything trading against the dollar. This shows the strength and weakness of the dollar. All right, so looking at what we have here, we're at a resistance and it very well looks like we could see a sell on the DXY, and if that happens, it means BTC, Euro, GBP, and other pairs on the likes would almost certainly be on the buy side. Okay, most certainly looks like it's going to be on the buy side. Okay, it doesn't look like we have a strong entry for Euro USD here. This isn't a divergence though, because the market price is also doing the same thing, so no divergence. But I think we have a flag. Yeah, we do have a flag or a symmetric triangle. Either way, we're going to trade the breakout of this. So if it breaks out to the upside, we can buy from here, trade the rest of the way. If it breaks out of this, we trade the rest of the way. I'm saying more to the downside, but it's still 50/50, considering the market. This has formed a base here, despite forming a higher low. Okay, so 50/50. Just watch this, see how it reacts, and then react to whatever the market does when it breaks out of this zone. Give or take the next hour or two, we'll definitely see the market tilting to one side. All right. Okay, guys. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Let me know if you want me to analyze any pairs for you. And yeah, just comment the pairs and I'll take a look at it and send your analysis in the groups. All right. Have a nice day. Happy trading.